What I'm going to be doing. I am moving back to California, and then we'll figure it out. So, yeah. And I guess my things that I wanted to share, I didn't write anything down, but this is just from my mind. So, I think like as I'm reflecting like over my time in college, I definitely know that there have been like really good things and like have seen God work in a lot of ways. But I do also recognize that a lot of this time has been kind of overshadowed by some hard life things that have happened. And so I think that's kind of like where I want to start what I'm sharing, because like the past, it's been more than 4 years, but the past college experience hasn't been like all like butterflies and rainbows. There have been like actual hard things that have happened to me. And there's a passage from Hosea that I've come to since my sophomore year. It's Hosea 2:14. It says, "Therefore I am now going to allure her. I will lead her into the wilderness and speak tenderly to her. There I will give her back her vineyards and make the valley of Acre a door of hope. There she will respond as in the days of her youth, as in the day she came up out of Egypt." And then verse 19 says, "I will betroth you to me forever. I will betroth you in righteousness and justice, in love and compassion. I will betroth you in faithfulness, and you will acknowledge the Lord." And I think that's just really powerful for me, because as I've gone through struggles and trials and a lot of pain in the past few years, I have come to this with hope and knowing that even as God leads me through that, He's not just like leading me through something and punishing me. He's leading me to Him, and He's doing it gently, and He's doing it through love. Sorry, you missed. Yeah, I think that's just kind of what I want to leave you with, that like it doesn't have to be like the best 4 or so years of your life. Like things happen and struggle happens, but God leads us through that, and yeah, He more than has a plan for us. Yeah. Well, hello everyone. I'm Ellie, for those of you who don't know me, and during my time at K-State, I have been studying nutrition and dietetics, and I was recently accepted into KSU's coordinated program in dietetics, so that's what I'll be doing next year. But as I reflect on my years in college, I would say that there's probably one primary thing that really sticks out to me, and that is God's faithfulness. During my college career, I feel like there have been times of busyness and stress and distraction and even spiritual disinterest on my part, and those things have led at different points to awakening in my relationship with Christ. But I can definitely say that while it has definitely not been smooth sailing in my spiritual walk throughout my college career, I am very thankful that I have a gracious and forgiving and loving God who always guides me back to Himself. And I'm thankful for the ways that He's guided me back to Himself through conviction of reading His Word, biblical teaching like we get here, and just the influence of other Christians in my life. So for you guys, that is also my hope, that through college you will see God's faithfulness and ultimately grow into a deeper relationship with Him. And yeah, that is my hope for you. And I wish you the best luck in your college endeavors.
I'm Corinne. I majored in human resources management here, and that's what I'll be graduating in. Yeah. Okay. So bear with me, I'm a little sick. Okay. Guys, I spent a lot of time this past week wondering what I was going to say tonight. And if I'm being honest, I was struggling to find the desire to talk about really anything. I'm not gonna lie, this has been an incredibly tough semester. There are times when I don't feel like myself. It feels as though someone else is making my decisions and like going through my daily life. But I did think of something that I want to say to you guys. So I've lived in the residence halls here for the past 3.5 years. And that's been my whole time here at K-State. I've lived in 6 different residence halls in the span of my college career, and if there is one thing that I know to be true, it's that community found in them is unparalleled. If you've lived in a residence hall, whether you enjoyed it or not, you probably know that this is true. The thing is, I didn't really understand the meaning of this until I went to Edge Preview my junior year. And when we were there, we were kind of talking about like the traits of campus life, like what makes it different. And some of the ones that I had written down that like kind of stuck out were like, so people have this openness to new ideas. They have more free time than they've ever had. They're making decisions about their future. And because family isn't around, friends take on a bigger role. And they want to form deeper relationships. The thing is, you might find these traits in other places. I sell a lot, I'm going. You might find these traits in other places in the future, and I sincerely hope that you do. But I can't stress enough the rarity of finding each of these in one place for a concentrated 4 years, or more if you're lucky. So something that someone in my small group at that preview said was that I don't have time is one of the biggest lies of the devil. If you've been studying 1st and 2nd Peter this semester, then you know that the devil prowls like a roaring lion seeking someone to devour. I think we need to understand, or at least I did at this point in time, that we're being gifted such an intentional environment to lead others away from the devil and towards Jesus. I had 3.5 years here. Some of you will have more and some less. Oh, that'd be cool, yeah. But please, please, please consider staying in and returning to the dorms. I'm an RA in the residence halls now. There have been times when I have really not liked my job. I don't really like community bathrooms or having to make small talk with my residents while I'm sick. And it can be really, really lonely. I would often think about how I didn't have to make this decision. Believe me, I wanted to live off campus with my friends. I wanted this just last week. And I'm regularly discouraged from sharing my beliefs too much with my residents. But the thing is, guys, we have to. We know truth. And there's an opportunity before us to share it, to be vulnerable, to connect with others in a way that is so unique to this exact period in our lives. I decided to talk about this tonight because I know how impactful relationships built in the halls can be. I see it every day. The presence of Christians matters. Your presence matters. And I support you wholeheartedly. I love you all very much. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Katie, and I'm actually a junior, and I'm not graduating, but I am moving on to vet school, so that's pretty cool. So I won't be around anymore, even though I really want to be. I also told myself I wouldn't cry. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but this past semester has been, or this past 3 years, has definitely been a really cool journey to see God work in my life. A lot of it, in multiple ways, God was telling me, choose me first, and everything else will work. And I was like, that's not a thing, and I like my plan better, so I'm gonna do that, thanks. And that never worked, don't do that. Yeah, and it led to some really high moments in my life, and it led to some really low moments in my life. The best decision I made in college was to go to Jax, and I'll be going back as a junior. Yeah. And yeah, that's really the turnaround of my college experience. If I could give anyone advice on how to treat their 4 years, you're gonna hear it, it goes by so so incredibly fast, and you're gonna wish again you want more time, which is absolutely true. But get involved in as much as you can, especially here in NABS. Please. There are things, sorry, NABS sucks at communication if you haven't noticed, but there are things that you don't even know that are going on, and they will help you so much. They will. They'll build community around you. They will grow your walk in your faith with God tremendously, and you have no idea. So my first 2 years, I wasn't really involved. I randomly decided to go to Jack's, and that was the thing with God. And ever since this past year, I have just like been eating it up, just like going to everything I possibly could, and just like having the best time of my life. So if you really crave that community, if you crave people, please don't. Yeah, get involved with everything as much as you can. The last thing I'm going to share, chill out, is the verse that stuck out to me the most in my 4 years. So it says, it's from Philippians 4 through 8. It says, rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is right, whatever is noble, I messed that up. Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. So I will end with, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good.
Hi, my name is Jacob Burwalder, and I've been studying secondary education. I'm going to be a high school teacher next semester. I'll be teaching in Kansas City, Kansas, hopefully. Actually, don't know yet. They're slow. But, so that's what I've been on doing. And lately, I've been thinking a lot about God's grace and how far I've grown and come since I've been in college. And I want to tell a story, and I thought about talking about the one connection card raffle drawing I won. But instead, I thought I'd talk about these two weird guys who knocked on my door the first night I was in the dorms in Marlatt my freshman year. That was Chris and James. And Chris says I talked about my refrigerator for about an hour. I don't really remember that. I just remember like being really weird, and I felt they were really weird, and I was like, this is just weird. And lo and behold, those two guys have become some of the best friends I've had in my life. And through these friendships, and with a lot of the other friends I've had in NABS, the Sinclairs, Colton, Dakota Caldwell, just the friendship I've seen there. I've seen God's love, I've seen guidance that I really needed. I've grown from an angry, bitter person, and I'm just really grateful that God's had that ability to change my. Of course, God has that ability, but just that I've had that experience, and so two verses that I have, which was kind of piggyback off of the last two people who spoke. But the first one is 1 John 4:7, and it's, "Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Anyone who loves has been born of God and knows God." And like Corinne was saying, fire away, I've been waiting 5 years. So, as Corinne was saying, like, we are in this like weird place where we're surrounded by our peers, and we're a lot more dependent upon each other than you will be at like any other point in your life. And like, we have the opportunity to carry out the Great Commission on campus. That you have trouble staying outside in life, the way it's been presented. Also, another verse that's helped me a lot, because I was filled with like so much frustration, anger, and other feelings like from my unhealthy home life was Philippians 4, 6, and 7, which was part of what's already been read. So I won't read that again, but just like learning to trust in God and like knowing He will like take care of things is the big thing. So appreciate your guys' time.
My name is Erin. I am not actually graduating yet, but I will not be here next semester because I have my practicum in social work in Kansas City at Catholic Charities with Refugees and Immigrant Services. So I'm super excited. If I cry, we're going to ignore it. It's fine. It's clear God has done a lot in my life since I got to college. Since my freshman year / like beginning of my sophomore year, I came to Christ. And I think that's like a big part of what I want to talk about with you guys. It's really, really important for you. Oh, no, not already. It's really important for you guys to be pouring into people who don't know Christ, whether they're like willing to read the Bible with you or not, because that was me my freshman year. And that is my family and so many of my friends still. And it is so important to pour into them and do anything you can to, just show them God's love in your actions and in your words. Bring scripture into anything you can because it has so much eternal value. Like you are able to do kingdom work in this moment. Like right now, you are able to do that, and God wants to do it for you right now. So don't gloss over that and don't just live a fun college life. You can do that while sharing the gospel. You can do that while loving people well and while doing God's work because He wants to use you as His hands and feet. Also, what a cool opportunity to live amongst your friends. I'm not gonna get that in a semester. And to live on so many international students. Oh, it's fine. Okay. The nations are right here and right now. What an amazing opportunity that people, they're here, but they'll also be going back to their countries possibly. So, use that right now. Love them. And also, it's something I'm learning in perspective is the importance of making sure to, think about God's values and not our values. So as you're working alongside people, whether they're American or not American, it's important to recognize that what you find valuable in the church is not always what the Bible says. So turn to the Bible and say what the Bible says. That is so much more important than what I say and what anything that we say is. So just use this opportunity and dive into it because you are living amongst the lost and you're living amongst people who share the gospel all over the world. So I think that's all I have. Just take advantage of these opportunities, things like his and perspectives and just being so close to so many people who don't know God. It's important. People's eternities rely on it, and God will work on their hearts, but He wants to use you to get that going. So do it. Thanks.